I am here with AJ McKee, who is fighting Patricky Pitbull July 30th at the Saitama Super Arena in Japan, part of that big Bellator RIZIN crossover event. AJ, before we get to the fight, I believe you are now a big brother again. How is that feeling?
It's amazing, man. I got the other little bro right here, Mason. He's the next up and coming. You want to come say hi? He's next up and coming right here. This boy's off the chain. We had a good practice this morning, so yeah, man. We're just big brothering it up and enjoying every moment.
It's very cool, and I know my mother was the oldest of nine, so that's very spread out as well. I mean, have you thought about how you can have fun kind of as you progress in your career, being the cool big brother and all this?
Oh yeah, man. I got a 17-year-old brother. He's on his way up, and then I got the 5-year-old. So you know what I mean? It's just keeping them progressing bit by bit and enjoy their time. You know, my time's gonna come to an end eventually, and then I'm gonna have to live through them and allow them to do their thing.
Cool, cool. And I believe Halo, was that Halo the most recent edition?
Yes, sir. Halo.
That's a cool name. Definitely, definitely Little Angel. Um, you know, now that you're going back to Japan for the second straight fight, I mean, what was your reaction when they said, "Hey, AJ, you want to go back over to Japan again?"
Do it. Let's do it. That's one of the best places to fight. You know, strategically speaking, and just energetically wise. You know, the crowds are amazing out there. They don't boo. They don't. You know, they only cheer when you shoot for submissions. There's takedowns. It's just very respectful. You know, they have a different respect for the sport and the art aspect of the sport. So coming full circle and taking the Grand Prix back out there, starting it off with Patricky. I couldn't think of a better way or a better fight to start off the tournament with.
Well, it's definitely a cool venue to do it in, a cool place to do it in. Did you get a chance? We talked a little beforehand last time, and I wasn't sure if you were going to get a chance to, but did you get a chance to explore a little while you were out there?
No, not much. I came home, but after this fight, I'm quite sure I'll be out there for a little bit of time afterwards. I'm gonna go check out some cars, maybe some races, and see what the deal is. You know.
Very cool, man. So, I mean, you mentioned obviously Patricky, but before we get to him, you're coming off that win over Roberto Satoshi. What did you take away from it?
Well, if we're using American rule sets, obviously having them on my back wasn't ideal. Um, but me in the back of my mind knowing, okay, damage is what wins these fights, I felt comfortable. You know, there was no real threat there. So, um, yeah, I didn't feel my hands were 1000% where they needed to be as well. But I don't know. I'm always kind of just a hard critic on myself. And you have to be, you know, you can't toot your own horn and be like, oh, yeah, it was a great fight, you know. So it's always trying to find something to level yourself up mentally, physically.
Definitely. And, you know, Patricky seems like an amazing way to start the Grand Prix for you. And obviously, you've got the experience in this. You also had the rivalry with Patricio, his brother. Does any of that bad blood carry into this fight?
No, no, not at all. At the end of the day, he's his own man. You know what I mean? They may share similar styles and so forth, but he's his own man. You know what I mean? He was his own champ, and I can't look at him as he is his brother, nor vice versa. So this is a fight where I'm just looking forward to just going in there and looking him face to face and putting on a great show. You know, at the end of the day, we both have mutual respect for each other, and we both know that we've got a job to do.
Fair enough. When you talk about him being his own man, do you see some similarities though in terms of his style that maybe those first couple of fights with Patricio can help you capitalize on?
Definitely. You know, they've got very similar styles. They've trained together their entire lives, so I'm going to see a lot of similarities. It's just being able to make those little adjustments and make those adjustments mid fight. You know what I mean? Um, where Patricio is a lot longer, Patricky's a bit more in tight. So it's being cognitive of those little things.
And you know, you have that experience. You won the featherweight Grand Prix, so at least on the mental side of things, you know you can go all the way. There's no question. Do you feel that gives you an edge at all in this?
Um, I wouldn't say it gives you an edge, but it just gives you something to know what to look forward to. It's the tournament aspect, you know. For me, it's everybody's 0-0. Everybody's undefeated right now. It's whoever comes out 3-0. We got a couple of guys that are 1-0. So for me, it's going out there and becoming 1-0, 2-0, and then 3-0, and just continuing the hit list. You know, I've got one title with 16 names on it, so now I'm looking forward to conquering another one with another 8.
Well, it's going to be an awesome Grand Prix. We'll talk about that a little bit more. But when you talk about the trash talk earlier, and like you said, they're their own guys. But I mean, that build up with Patricio in particular, I remember you saying something like you were going to walk him on a leash like a dog type of thing. Do you prefer not having the trash talk this time around, or did that actually add something for you?
Well, Patricky knows I like to talk my smack, but at the end of the day, when we get in that cage, our hands and our feet are going to do the trash talking. So at this point, the respect's given, you know, the respect's there, and it's a mutual thing. So it's just a matter of going out there and putting on a great show. So we both know what our jobs are, and we're going to go out there and do them.
Definitely. Now, the one thing about this tournament, of course, the brackets are set. You are the last quarterfinal fight to get going. The other ones are complete. Have you kept an eye on your potential opponents moving forward? And, you know, on the other side of the bracket, of course, you've got Usman Nurmagomedov and Brent Primus coming together. Who do you see coming out ahead in that one?
I don't know. You know, it's a fight at the end of the day, so I don't like to count anyone out. Primus has great wrestling. You know, we've honestly through this entire tournament, we've got nothing but high quality wrestlers. So I'm intrigued to see how that fight goes. Who gets the better of who, and who's going to stand and who's going to try to wrestle.
And then when you look at your side of the bracket, of course, you've got Alexander Shabliy. I mean, is it kind of hard not to look at him and start thinking ahead? Have you been able to just maintain the focus on Patricky?
Yeah, no, man. All eyes are on Patricky right now. You know what I mean? I can't look past him, nor can I look at Shabliy. But after this fight, then definitely, you know, my eyes are set on Shabliy. I watched this fight with Tafiq. I'm very observant of everybody in the tournament. You know, that's just something you have to be, so that you're aware of what's ahead. And you know, yeah, Shabliy's next. You know, he's patiently waiting. So I'm gonna give him the battle he wants when that time comes.
Well, that's going to be a good one. This will be a great one as well, of course. Capping off a big night. And there's also a title fight on this card, the inaugural Bellator flyweight title, and Kyoji Horiguchi is up for that against Makoto Shinryu. I'm not sure how familiar you are with him. I've no doubt you're familiar with Horiguchi, though. How do you see that one playing out? Do you have a prediction for that fight?
You already said it, man. Horiguchi. That's who I'm familiar with. That's who I'm rolling with. You know, loyalty is royalty. So he's on that Bellator team, and that's who I'm rocking with.
Absolutely. I think that's going to be a good one, too. You know, you talk about Team Bellator, and you've been the face of Bellator for a while now. You spent your entire professional career with them. I mean, what has it been like to just rise up in the company and then kind of take the wheel, so to speak?
Um, it's awesome. You know, I didn't think I'd be the face of the company, but in over the years, you know, just putting in the work, setting my own goals for myself within. It's nice to see that my craft and just in general the appreciation of my craft in the sport. It's nice to get the recognition, you know, but at the end of the day, I got a job to do, you know, and stepping into this Grand Prix at 155 pounds, everything else in the past is all voided out, you know. So now coming full circle, this is where it's at, you know. This is the pressure, and this is what I like, you know. Diamonds do well under pressure. It's how they're created, and you know, I got that fire in me, so I'm ready. I'm ready to just go burn some stuff up.
Does having this next tournament opportunity kind of help? Like you said, you've got the fire in you. Does having this tournament opportunity help with that? Because in your 20s, you've made your first $1 million. You've won your first title. And I think a lot of people would be like, okay, now I can just kind of cruise. I'm doing great. You actually have another goal right in front of you.
Yeah, no, you know, even when I accomplished the world title, I still had goals set for myself. Becoming a champ was one. So, here I am. I still view myself as a champion, regardless whatever has happened. So now coming into the 155-pound division, that's something I'm willing to work for, and I'm going to work for, and I'm not going to stop until that job's done.
A couple of fights now into your 155-pound career. How do you feel at the weight?
It took a bit of adjustments, dealing with the weight, dealing with these bigger boys, but I don't really feel any problems, I'm acclimated now, I'm rolling with the 170 pounders, the 185 pounders, and I'm feeling good in there. So it's just a matter of me doing what I do best and utilizing my skill and my crafts.
Has the diet changed? Has the workout routine changed much?
Oh yeah, I'm eating in and out like twice a week. No, man, diet's definitely changed a lot. Crazy part is I kicked back on my Snickers though, which is surprising. But I'm just enjoying life, man. I'm not starving myself, I'm not watching my calories intake. I get to just pretty much eat what I want, do what I want, and just stay proteined up, man. Stay proteined up and keep that gas tank on full. In other words, full of 101, high octane.
Good stuff. Now, having said that, do you still feel like at some point 145, another shot at Patricio might be in the cards down the line?
Definitely.
Hey, place, lay down. Go, lay down.
Sorry. Definitely. That's something that has to happen. 1-1. That's I don't think anybody can be happy with a 1-1 game. You know what I mean? If this is a series, 1-1, it's not over. You got to find out who the winner is. So in due time, one thing at a time. But Patricky's the man right now. I'm gonna take care of him and then get through this tournament, and then we'll see what happens after that. But definitely, it's up to me. The trilogy must happen. I don't think he wants it at 155 though, so maybe I'll make that jump back to 145. That'll give me the motivation to do it.
Well, looking forward to that if it happens. Hey, obedient dog there, man. Mine doesn't always want to lay down when he gets told. So,
like I said, man, you need your pit bull trained. I got a leash and a kennel waiting, man. Trained. McKee style. Look, she's laying down. She knows what it is.
looks comfy, man. Before I let you go, and I don't want to get this too much on a down note, but there's been a lot of talk recently about Bellator potentially selling, and maybe it's been worded as maybe it'll be a partner. I think Scott said, "Hey, Viacom's handling all that." I mean, you are the face of the promotion. Does that stuff kind of weigh on you at all, or are you just kind of let's see where it goes?
That's something I have no word in nor no say. So for me, I'm gonna just do what I do best. Send me a contract, and I'm gonna do what I do. Just don't don't leave me in the wind hanging around, baby. I'm ready to get active. You know what I mean? This is how I support my family. This is how I support my father's family, and so forth. And like you said, we got new additions to the family. So I'm a dog that's trying to eat. Let me eat.
All right, good stuff. AJ, thank you as always for the time today. I'm going to ask you one more. Always save it for the end before I let you go. Just give us a prediction for this fight. If you've got a finish in mind or a round or just in general, how do you see this one going?
Man, none of these fights in the tournament are going past 3. I'll tell you that much. I've done one 25-minute round fight, and I didn't like it. It was fun. It was cool. It was cool to know that I'm able to do it, but we ain't doing that again. So everybody's done in 3.
Quick night in Saitama. AJ, enjoy Japan. Best of luck in the fight. Looking forward to it.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. Have a great day.